Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here doing an individual zodiac sign reading. This one's for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check your North Node. And I do want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, existing subscribers, returning subscribers. Every day I wake up and I see that I've got more subscribers. It shows an appreciation for what I'm doing, and I just want to extend that back to you. Thank you. Without further ado, Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Pisces. Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Pisces. Spirit, what messages are for Pisces? Thank you in advance. First two cards are current energy. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. I just heard it. Taking my truth and I'm out. The Wheel of Fortune in the heart space. The Ten of Pentacles. This time, when the chips fall, all 10 of them are going to fall. And create, these are two tens here, right in your heart space. Boom, boom. Excited about whatever you're getting ready to embark on. Because you know you're aligning in a truth. Know your truth, Pisces. And this Knight of Swords in the current energy with this Chariot is I'm taking my truth, and if you're not on board on this Chariot, adios. No big deal, because the Wheel of Fortune, if you're not with me, well, you're flying off into the distance there. That's what this bottom guy down here is. It doesn't take me to cut you out for you to just fall wherever you fall. You're either with me or you're against me. Sparta! I'm a dork. I can't help it. Possible outcome. Two of Swords. The Fool. Yeah, that Fool is looking right at that Two of Swords. And I just heard it. You don't fool me. Not allowing your mind to block you anymore. I mean, that Knight in your current energy is truth. Going into whatever, I want to say an inner, a journey to self, seeking out who you are so that an abundant life can be for you and all that you love and care about. So the Two of Swords here, it will creep back up. It will. We're human. We will second guess. We will doubt, because that's what we've done all of our lives. This is getting back into an alignment of the Fool nature where, the Fool is no baggage, I'm just off into the world as my oyster. So the Fool looks at the Two of Swords like, whatever, this feels good. I'm going that way. And as long as you're aligned with truth, the honesty, the balance, the fairness, that karmic release of, I recognize that all the bad shit I went through was so that I would go through some shit and recognize how strong I am. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to indulge in negative and dark and shadow things because I've done it. And the results I didn't like. But I learned so much about myself. I appreciate what I've been through. And the Fool is like, yeah, so I went through some things. And you don't fool me, mindset from the past. What you might not be aware of, underlying energy, Knight of Rods, got some knights showing up. Two of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. I see, this Knight is like back to the 2 and the 4. But that's 6 Pentacles. Again, what I just say, this is the 6 Pentacles is that fairness, having enough and being able to provide people you love and care with enough. The beginning stages to the 10 of Pentacles where you manifest in relationships and family and everything in the physicalness from this energy. So this, again, this is kind of where that block is, because As the Fool is looking at that Two of Swords in your possible outcome, you don't fool me with your past mindset. There's still a process that we have to go through to get there. And this is that process. So, oh, yeah, no, wrong way, this way. Now, where he's squarely looking at necessary things that we've gone through, being bullheaded and stubborn and stuck in ways of being, forcing ourselves through, knowing that we are exhausting ourselves. I mean, how many of us have no energy to do the dishes, to play with the dog in the backyard, you know, to do the simplest of things that we should delight in? Well, it's because we're forcing ourselves through in areas where it doesn't require that much energy. By doing the emotional work, which is what this Knight is, and that's why I was allowed to switch this card, he's looking directly at that stubborn attitude, forcing yourself through, and then this Two of Pentacles here, where there's a deep knowing. You know that if you're forcing yourself through somewhere, that's way too much energy to be exerting into doing something you don't want to do. So quit doing it. It won't kill you, Pisces. It won't kill you. It's actually going to grow you. You will have the strength to do the dishes and play with the dog and be the loving, caring provider that you want to be in the Six of Pentacles. Because again, it's recognizing that your intuition, there we go, that your intuition about that forcing through and that wishy-washy back and forth juggling mindset in how you attain, how your abundance comes to you. This is doing it the old way. Forcing through even though you don't want to. Yeah, you'll create a life, a family, but are you fulfilled? This Knight is looking, I just got to switch the energy to where that Knight is now looking squarely at that. I'm not going to force through anymore. I'm going to sit back and do the hard work of some emotional maturation. And that emotional maturation will help me fine-tune my intuition so that I can decide the resistance I feel is God telling me that's not for me. That's exactly what this is. The resistance you feel is God saying it's not for you. And you are ready to cut that out. That's why the Knight, I got to switch the Knight from having it towards the back to looking at it. Because it's all there to show you what you don't want. I'm going to pull an advice card from the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray. Spirit, what advice do we have for Pisces? Spirit, what advice do we have for Pisces? All right. It's the Christ card. Love this artwork. The resurrected appears surrounded by golden light. A fiery web sprouts from his heart to ignite our own Christ consciousness, archetype of divine love and righteousness. Aligned with cosmic parents, the sun is the radiant principle of agape love, who is wholly selfless and spiritual. A Western Bhatseva who realized and activated the essential truth. We are the Word made flesh. A direct channel for the love and healing energy of God. I am the light of the world. Two angels are present. Gabriel holds a book of the Trinity. Michael exhibits the compassion that subdues evil but does not kill it. And that underlying energy is exactly that. You're not killing the energy. You're transmuting it. You're subduing it. You're recognizing I went through some bad things, some addictions, some choices that were not forcing through of what I wanted despite all. And I'm looking at it. I'm not ignoring it. I'm seeing it for what it was trying to teach me. And that's the Michael exhibits the compassion that subdues evil but does not kill it, because you see the purpose. Without it, we would not know the opposite side of it. Without having not gone through those experiences, you wouldn't know that that's not what you want and that there's something that needs to be changed there. Whirling, interlocking trines, stars of David, pointing to Christ's mystical origins, the primal unity of heaven and earth, and the divine Father, Mother, and Son. Reflection on healing. So this is definitely for some Pisces that have that healing. This is self-healing. Recognizing that the forcing through has left you exhausted and, ready to go. But the reflection is to heal that forcing through mentality, because the Fool has no baggage, but is looking squarely at that block. And that block is removing. You do not, anything that you're forcing through, the resistance you feel, is God saying, that's not for you, Pisces. So I hope this has helped. See you next time.